everybody. We are back. My next guest is the Tony Award-nominated star of the hit Broadway revival of The Music Man. He was also recently named the sexiest Broadway star by People magazine. How embarrassing. Please welcome Craig Bierko.
Now, marching in my spare time.
Yeah, I hate to. I'm going to mention it anyway. All right, this is just. I have to. It's kind of ironic the two of you are here because I heard that you dated once. I don't. Did you guys used to go out?
Yes.
No.
How embarrassing now.
Thank you.
We didn't used to date.
You
We
didn't
were no. We didn't date. We were set up by mutual friends on one sort of date. We had dinner through which our friends were going, how's it going, how's it going? We got in the car to drive from the movie to the restaurant, and we looked at each other at the same time and said, no, right? We're going to be friends. We'll be friends, right? And then, you know, we've been friends ever since.
You seem to remember it differently.
That's not how I remember it.
You remember...
A couple of questions, if I may.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Did I not pick you up in my car?
Yes, you did.
Did you not get into the car?
Yes, I did.
Did I not drive us to a restaurant where I bought you a meal that you ate and digested?
Yes.
I'm assuming passed. Did I not take you to see Last of the Mohegans?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That's a date.
Yes.
Is that not a date?
That means that you were dating.
We vaguely dated a little bit.
If the assumption is that that was not a date, then I would like my $87.50 back right now.
Wow. Did you go to the Olive Garden? Where did you... Wait a minute, I think I hit a nerve. It was the Olive Garden. Let's move on. This is obviously...
He wants his money.
Yeah. Well, you better cough up some cash.
I don't have my purse on me, but I'll get back to you.
We can have your purse brought out here.
Give me your right shoe. Give me your right shoe.
We should talk about something.
That isn't humiliating?
Yeah. Actually, this might be humiliating more for you.
Oh, good.
You were here in August, just before the convention, the Democratic convention,
Yeah.
and you were telling us that you're going to be the first big performer that goes on stage following President Clinton when he
Yes.
makes his triumphant farewell.
Yes.
How did that go?
It was the proudest moment of my career.
Really?
Yes. I was invited, along with the cast of The Music Man, to follow President Clinton after his speech and sing 76 trombones and sort of get everybody going and get the whole nation united. And it was a great moment. Basically, Clinton was... He was my warm-up act. He was he was Foghat to my Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And it was on. But I'll tell you something. You know, out of everything that I've done, this was the proudest moment of my career. Every network covered it.
Yeah, we actually have some of the network coverage. Let's take a look at this of the greatest moment of your career. Let's take a look at this right now.
Thanks very much, NBC's Joe Johns. There were several thousand people at one time. The police estimates were between 8,000 and 10,000 for this concert, A Rage Against the Machine. That went off quite peacefully. Bernard.
You enjoying that?
I gotta say...
You enjoy that, do you?
I gotta say, I was really watching at home, and I knew you were gonna do it, and you're so great in The Music Man, I thought, this is gonna be great, and they're talking the whole time, and you're in the background. You're like that big.
That is funny.
Yes.
Would you like to get into a time machine? Maybe you can heckle me during my birth.
No,
Would you like to do that?
No. Now, you guys have a great chemistry now. I don't know what went wrong at the Olive Garden.
Do a show called Mad at You. That's what I would like to do.
Now, you know what you are? I mean, you are an amazing performer. You're a great performer.
Thank you.
And I'm wondering, is that something you've always had all your life? Are you one of these kids that was performing early? Is this something that, you know, that was in your blood from the beginning, do you think? Is a child?
I'm not talking to you. I don't know why you're... No,
I'm going to get my big desk back here, and then you'll have to talk to me.
My mom used to have me do little imitations and things like that for company when they came over. And one night the Seagulls had come over. You all remember the Seagulls from previous stories that I've told on this show. They were over, and my mom said, why don't you go put your father's coat on and go do your Groucho Marx imitation. So I ran off and I put the coat on, and I was about 6 or 7 years old or something like that, and I couldn't find a pen to use as a cigar. So I started rummaging through the trash in our bathroom, and I found a little white tube, and I ran into the kitchen where they were, you know, the Seagulls were eating the rugelach, and I ran out and doing my wire duck, and we sold that house about 15 years ago. We sold that house, and the Seagulls are still sitting there like this.
Did you tell that story on the date?
No.
Oh, man.
15 years later, I was telling that story to a bunch of cheerleaders on our soccer bus. This is a true story. This is a true story. Trying to be like sort of charmingly self-effacing,
right.
and I said and they were laughing at the story, and I said, well, at least it wasn't a part that was inserted, and they
always
just
a killer closing line.
Yeah. And now there's just a bus somewhere in the middle of Westchester with a bunch of aging cheerleaders just staring and going.
Hurts your love life a little, probably. Well, the Music Man now playing at the Neil Simon Theater in New York City. Craig, you're always hilarious. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
Craig Bierko. We'll take a break when we come back. Bill Bronis. We'll see you in a second.